welcome to the GSU Marvel Rivals Team first round PCL match. We have T-Reg, M-King, Order 66, the Pug Man, Zach Miko, and Herb Monkey on our team versus Chair of Fire, Corn Boy 130, TKO, Rudy King, XX Man, and Mr. Pigman. Looks like we're locking in what seems to be a poke team with a little bit of brawl mixed in. Let's see where they are starting off with an Emma band. Okay, looks like they might think something of a Black Panther. They're not locking in half their team for us to see. We take out the Human Torch. Matchstick is not being put in. Now, first save, this is incredibly important for what we want to play, especially when it comes to bringing in T'Challa. Domination map, lots of verticality, lots of destructibles in the area. Let's see what we're thinking. Throwing out the Magneto save, just to ensure that we have that hope long term. Magneto, phenomenal for taking out Cloak and Dagger, especially in her hold. T-Reg absolutely nailing it on that. They're saving a Luna Snow, okay, making sure that we keep that on the back line. Looks like they have a boarded Luna Snow. Probably lots of hours, lots of dedication to the grind. We're in season 4 now, and for a game that's still so new in its life cycle, you'd be surprised with how many hours and hours and hours have been dedicated to the game. Bruce Banner taking out the next one. Definitely not wanting that Gamma Squid or the Black Panther to team up. Let's see what we're thinking for band number 2. For us, I would think something that's going to, take away our poke ability, that's going to stagger us, something with long ult lastability. Magic is an absolute good one. You do not want to be dove, especially when we're looking like we're having a triple support right now. Absolutely fantastic. Ultron, Mantis, Adam Warlock, absolutely playing them right now. I do not blame them for taking Magic down, especially when Bruce Banner is away. Black Panther is just unviable. Punisher save next. We know that Punisher is just out of control, and he has been since season 0. But if you can't beat him, join him. Saving a Winter Soldier on the other end. I'm assuming that is what is going to be their next matchup. A 2-2-2 is what I'm assuming for the enemy team. Let's see for another band. This is incredibly important after the same band saves, knowing that we're going to do poke. What are they going to try to throw out and throw us off? Wolverine band. That is a tough band. Wolverine kidnaps, Wolverine destroys based off health percentage. Absolutely a must-have in Brawl. Looks like that would be our poke, knowing that we're going to have to lean in more in poke. And if no Wolverine, no Groot. If we can't
pick your hero or villain, I'm not judging.
Let's see what we're locking in. We are having a 1-2-3 meta. It looks like we're doing a Magneto, Moon Knight, a Mantis, Cloak and Dagger, Luna Snow, and Frank Castle, the Punisher, going against a Luna Snow, Winter Soldier, Cloak and Dagger, Moon Knight, and Thor. Interesting. Thor. Just making sure we have technicals on this going on right now. Gonna make sure that we have access to everybody here. Let us see where we're at. We're making sure that we can see everybody. We are going to be 99% focused on every one of us, making sure that we are a part of the action. Right now, I think we're going to stick on Mr. T-Reg, the Magneto. He's going to go up first. With one tank, it is so vitally important that we make sure that that line, that wall is in front of us and that everyone behind is protected to do what they need to do. 5 seconds coming in. Barin T'Challa, Throne Room, Galactic Empire. Absolutely phenomenal start. Looks like we are keeping to the right here. Everybody is going to go around. Nobody taking the high ground initially. We're going to brawl it out before we end up figuring out who has point. T-Reg going up first and foremost. Seeing that we have a battle on the high ground right now. A little bit of damage taken by the Punisher first and foremost. Zach Miko barely making it out with Luna Snow, protected by Cloak and Dagger with that bubble. making sure Moon Knight is going first and foremost. M King trying to get that, but just missing it. Seeming like we have a big matchup. A lot of low health bars right now. In a 1-2-3 combo, it is really just who can sustain, who can survive. Looks like we almost have ultimate set up. We definitely have the ult leverage right now. We won the first team fight. We are going to start up. It is interesting that we are not taking the point right now. Fun fact, the more people you have on point, the faster that number goes up. This is a game of numbers. This is a mathematician's dream right now. Holding the point, keeping mid. We have one ultimate on Moon Knight sitting and ready to go. 3 healers, all about 50%. The Punisher sitting in his turret, just farming to get his ult up. Little pick off, Moon Knight versus Moon Knight. We are making sure that center stage is down. We have a map transition. Moon Knight ults. That is 2 kills. We have Cloak in a kill and Moon Knight in a kill. Enemy Moon Knight has ultimate right now. We are set up good. It seems like they're a little bit staggered, but we are spread out. This is a wonderful matchup to start. A very difficult map. Many say that it is hard to set up, hard to counter. It is a big game of momentum, snowball effects. T-Reg pushing up a little bit, but does he have the backup? Backup is on the way, making sure with those 3 healers that we don't get picked off. One ultimate on the Punisher set up. Below half health, Zach Nico on the 100%. We have Magneto ult going up. Magneto's ult, absolutely fantastic. You press Q, you get value. A kill is not what you need. A kill is awesome, but you taking up those bullets is more than enough. Another Moon Knight ult. Double KO. Duelist absolutely killing it right now. 2 support ults going in. We have first round taken by the GSU team. Good job, guys. Absolutely wonderful staggering. I was barely able to keep up. In a 1-2-3 combo, it is about how fast you can push that snowball down the hill. The faster you go, the bigger the snowball, the more you get to 100%. But the game's far from over. First point, game best of 2. We have 3 ults set up. We have Cloak and Dagger, we have Luna Snow, and we have the Punisher. Now the Punisher's ult is absolutely integral to getting this first point. There is even more verticality in this point B. There is even more tension. There's more ways we can go. 2 ults on the enemy team for them to start off with. They have a Thor ult and a Bucky ult. Bucky's ult again and again and again. Sometimes you just cannot stop it, but if they can get him to waste it, that is a free point for them. 2 seconds to start. Which way will they go?
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Starting off, it looks like we have a rogue Moon Knight checking in, getting their whole team just farming up that ult. T-Reg, Magneto coming around back. Seems like the rest of the team is with Magneto, but Moon Knight is coming out. The God of Thunder has came down after those changes that were made for Season 4 with that stun. An excellent kill by Magneto. Ult started by Herb Monkey. We have... Oh, he's so close, and absolutely keeping them to hide. Wonderful ult by our Punisher just to make sure they go, hey, we are here, this is our point, and you are not getting it. Wonderful hiding by the other team. You do not want to stagger in a point like this, because once you stagger, the snowball is already rolling and you're at the bottom of the hill. Great snowball for us. It looks like we are keeping them around corner. This is a very difficult corner to get out from behind. We need to make sure we don't overextend. Let us see how it plays out. We have Moon Knight ult, and we still have our Luna Snow ult. Punisher is low right now, all the way back up, thanks to the Pug Dan. A wonderful Cloak and Dagger man. Started ult on Moon Knight, but Moon Knight dies. We go back up, and he is all alone chasing this, but he gets the kill. Wonderful by the Magneto. They start taking the point, but are we going to let them? No, we shall not. Ult finally by the Zach, Miko, Luna, Snow, fantastic way to keep your team alive. They have a Luna Snow ult and a Cloak and Dagger ult. That's a lot of damage and a lot of healing. Can we sustain? We focus in on the Luna Snow. Right now we have the Mantis ult left. We lose one, but we keep that Cloak and Dagger ult. Everyone is health bursted, everyone is speed boosted, and everyone is damage boosted. We go back to Moon Knight versus Wanda. Not able to clutch it up. Good job on their Wanda. One healer down, but we have the ult going right here from the Pug Dan, but we lose it. Big ult from their Winter Soldier. It's okay, we lose it, but that does happen. The snowball sometimes hits a rock. 91% on the first push, 7% on theirs. We get behind our corner and get ready to move in. We're going off the high ground to the left. Now, this is a fantastic high ground to get to. We have not pushed this yet. Lots of destructibility, lots of places to hide, but lots of places to get stuck in right there with the Wanda. Moon Knight, an absolutely wonderful pick here. They are clumped up, and especially with that Penny Mines absolutely can destroy your team with tempo. Penny Mines go down. We have one ult going from Cloak and Dagger ult coming in. Magneto ult, shall they survive? Yes, they make it through. Khonshu coming down, as well as the Punisher keeping everybody away. The last time they were able to hide, this time we get a double KO. Getting back on that 95, 96, 97. Wonderful ults, wonderful ways to push everything. And that is 2 points for GSU. Brynn T'Challa absolutely taking it. Now, that was a fantastic way to do a poke. To do a poke snowball like that is incredibly difficult and requires plenty of conversation and plenty of playing with each other. This is a fresh team. This is a young team. Ult economy was absolutely wonderful. We lost it a little bit when they started using their ults, which does happen. 1, 2, 3 ults on the enemy team can throw off a tempo, and this is a dance. And last thing you want on a dance is to lose your tempo. That is 1-0 Glenville State University. We're seeing MVP from T-Reg, Tregery on Magneto, 13-0s. 8 final hits, 8,000 damage, 14,000 block, and 50% accuracy. Now, I would like to point out healers. I'm a healer and a tank myself. I just want to show the numbers. It doesn't take a lot of numbers to be effective. 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, but that healing is where it needs to be. And that's what you need from a team, where they need to be, getting the numbers that we need to see. 1 kill, 11 kill, 10 kill, 19, 12, 13. Not super high numbers, but they're efficient numbers, and we get what we need to do. Excellent tries by the other team. The one good push that they had amazing ult economy. I did not see enough from the Wanda. I wanted more. Their ult economy was good, but in a 2-2-2 versus a 1-2-3, your ult economy has to be fantastic. Their healers off the charts. Their Bucky was fantastic. I just think that the Wanda and the Penny should have teamed up to get the attention away to make more efficiency for everyone else. What map do we want for Convoy? Let's get to point 2. Very excited for this season to start. Love what I'm seeing so far from both teams. Marvel Rivals, a very new game, very fresh game. Really pushing the boundaries for what hero shooters are. We've had Valorant, we've had Overwatch. I mean, we've had Fragpunk. You have all these big names, but will Marvel Rivals be the king toppler? Overwatch held it for many years with the way they've had it. Rivals is coming up and coming up fast. 2 new characters, 1 every month, 1 map every month, 4 seasons, 6 months. A fresh game, a new game, lots of IPs, lots of history. Marvel Rivals going back into the 60s. We love to see it. We love to see what's possible in video games and what's possible in esports. Looking back at our bans and our saves, we have the Magneto, we have the Punisher. We do not want Groot, we do not want Magic, and we do not want the Human Torch. So the question is what does the other team have to do? The same thing goes on us. We don't have our Wolverine. We don't have a kidnap ability. We don't have Gamma Squid. We don't have Emma Frost. We need to make sure that we keep them at that poke length. When fighting, the jab is the most important thing, and the jab is what we do best. Fantastic, fantastic to see. I agree. I'm first time looking at the chat. Thor Penny isn't interesting. I don't hate Thor Penny, just because if you can place good penny mines and your job as Thor is just, I'm going to put you in these penny mines, it can go fantastic. We seemed like the other team was a little dysfunctional in doing that, which, you know what, is good for Glenville State University, but it's a good thought for the other team. Thank you for following us on Twitter. Love to see this all. I'm glad that we're starting to stream. I'm glad we're starting to commentate. Glenville State has a proud history of going into esports, and with Marvel Rivals being such a fresh and new game, I'm agreeing, not Yggdrasil. I do like Yggdrasil as a quick play map, but it is rough as far as a competitive map. It is a long map, a lot of tight corners. And that is true. That could be a struggle with us being so poke-oriented. On the other hand, though, with Moon Knight, that very first entrance, if they continue to clump up like this, that may be a good day for M King. That may be a good day to see him pressing the left click button, putting down an Ankh, and just doing what Moon Knight does. Turning the eyes closed and just throwing what you got at him. Oh, thank you. First time streaming, learning all the fun new tech. This has been a wonderful experience. Now, TKO69, wonderful stats put up. I wanted to talk about their ult economy. I feel as a Cloak and Dagger, you're able to gain ult so fast because of their lock-on abilities, their abilities to throw orb, their abilities to just throw a wall of healing at them. I would love to see more healing. Well, technically I want it because I'm a big GSU guy. Go Pioneers. But I always want to see what we can do better. As for us, I would love to see that accuracy go up just a tad bit more. They are very clumped. They are coming around. And for GSU as a poke team, accuracy is where we live and die off of. That is a good point. With us going into second round, I would imagine that the next team is going to look to ban what we did really good at. What we did really good at was poke with Magneto and throw as much ult as possible with Moon Knight. I wouldn't be surprised if they were looking at Punisher as well. Punisher, some fantastic ults from Herd Monkey. It was definitely ults that you didn't see the numbers pop up, but he pointed and shooted and made sure that we said, we're here, and if you come outside, I'm going to hit you with the Bubble Blaster with that new summer skin. Thor was struggling to get value without staggering himself, and that was something I saw too. We saw a lot of staggering from the enemy team, which definitely was good for the snowball effect for us. But the question is, in round 2, are we going to see less staggering? Are we going to see a more brawl versus brawl? They seemed to really like Thor, and the fact that Thor wasn't working kind of threw him off. Definitely could see that from the next round. Igniting the time stream, what shall we see for round 2? Round 2, here we come. Ooh, I get goosebumps, ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems. Let's see. We're seeing Blade, we're seeing Luna, Wanda again, Strange, Magneto, going for that double shield, going for 2 healers with Adam. That takes a lot of dedication to make sure that your headshots are on point. For us, we have Cloak and Dagger, we have Jeff, we have the original Ice Puppy combo with Luna Snow. We're going again with Storm. Excuse me, not again with Storm. This time we're going with Storm. And we're going with, ooh, but a quick ban going for our Punisher. But that might mean that we will get to see some wonderful action for Wolverine. Let's see if they pull it off. For us, we do not want an Emma, and I think that is a fantastic choice for us. A lot of this lives and dies that we can stay cohesive, we can stay as a team. Emma, known for her choke slams, her kicks aways, and isolating a team, isolating the weak link like a predator. Absolutely wonderful. They are keeping Luna Snow. We are keeping Magneto. I think that is a fantastic choice. Magneto MVP for last round. We see that X-Man is also keeping Magneto, also keeping Luna Snow. Let's see where we go for band number 2. Moon Knight, we do not want all that ults is what they're saying. 3 ults in almost 3 minutes for M-King last round. M-King now showing Storm. We're saying that's not a problem. That's not what we're looking for. Obviously, the two teams can't see for themselves, but that's where we, the viewers, get the key on what they're doing. And I agree. The Pug Dan, getting to see him play in Overwatch, he had some struggles. He was learning to play. He was learning to have a good time in it and feel comfortable in his skin, feel comfortable in the game. And I can tell you, seeing him play, seeing him practice all these days, he has grown by miles and miles, an absolute asset to keep on the Glenville State Pioneer Esports Marvel Rivals team. We said no Loki. I do not want to see those copies. We are keeping Cloak and Dagger. I think absolutely a wonderful pick. Pug Dan, who we were talking about just a minute ago, I think it is so valuable to keep him. Now they're saying we want Magic. They're going to say we want to push you a little bit. We want to make you uncomfortable. And we're going to see how the Pioneers react to that. Now let's see what they really don't want. The final ban, incredibly important. We do not want Black Panther. And interesting, we want to fight you. We want to get in back there with the Dark Child, but we do not want Black Panther. It looks like we still have Hulk available, but we do not want Doctor Strange, seeming to throw off the enemy just a little bit. We do not want to see them with that Dark Child. We do not want to see them with the we do not want to see them with the Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange team up. Now let's see where we go. Looks like we are going to go with Cloak and Dagger. We are going with Jeff, Luna Snow, the Winter Soldier. Ooh, it's getting chilly. We are going with Storm and Magneto on their end. They're going with Luna Snow, Magneto, a couple of undecided. We are going with Magic, Ultron, Cloak and Dagger, and let's see where they go to set up. Let's start off where we usually do, which is at the front. The Wall, the Man, the Miss, the Menace, T-Reg on Magneto. Absolutely phenomenal. And when you play solo tank like this, it's so important. When you're alive, you are the #1 most dangerous, valuable asset on the team. And when you die, it is on your team to make sure that they can survive without you. A big coin flip for us to get on top. Another 1-2-3 for us. And for them, we still have some undecided. And we are paused. It seems like we have some technical difficulties right now. I'm not seeing what's going on. Let's see how this all pans out. Maybe a disconnection, maybe some netcode issue. Didn't look like we had a bad ping. A lot of 15s, 20s. We're in that Northern Virginia server. We're all up around here. I didn't get informed on who we are going against, but they are close. They are aware that we're all, working off the same stuff. Let's see here. My guess is we had a disconnection. That does happen from time to time. Looks like the XX-Man might have gotten kicked, but we will get them back up and running. Now what's important is that we keep our head in the game. These interruptions can be vital. These can get us back in. We're talking. We're having the ability to strategize a little bit now that we're on top of this. 3 seconds from the beginning of the match, this is going to be boom, hey, here we go, and it is going to be incredible to see. From the ways we're seeing on the other team, we're also going to go a 1-2-3 triple support comp with an Ultron. Now, Ultron added Season 3.5. Interesting healer, similar to Zenyatta back talking about Overwatch. You put your orb on there, and you go up and you do damage. You have 8 seconds in between the ability to put a shield on people, and you heal over time. More healing if everybody groups up. And no Moon Knight, which means grouping up is not going to be a negative. Now, the big thing I'm going to be concerned about here for GSU as a commentator is I'm seeing that they're Rudy King, the Magic. Now, a good Magic can take out your Flyers. A good Magic can take out anyone around. Thank you, Arthur the Sheep. A good Magic can just be a menace. A bad Magic can be absolutely devastating to your own team. We've all had those matches. The host man did the match too early. The round ends in a draw. These things happen, folks. We're gonna figure out some technical difficulties and get back to it as soon as possible. We're gonna repeat this all. We're asking some questions about emojis. I think the emojis added in this game is absolutely fire. We always want to make sure that we're pausing, we're keeping things instructable. I'm gonna make sure that we get handled. I'm gonna pause for just one moment, folks. Give me 2 seconds. Welcome back. We've had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are back. GSU versus Albright College. We are back to everything exactly the same. Everybody's in. We are no longer stuck. We had an issue where we were stuck on the character select screen, but we are good and we are back. Everything's staying exactly the same. Now, back to where we were saying. Let's see, I did miss some of the chat. Magic is going to be a big weakness for us. I definitely think that we know that. You know, we find that dive is just kind of difficult to go against unless you're also doing dive. But I think we can prepare for that. I think that our wall, again, the man, the myth, the menace, T-Reg Magneto has that bubble that can just shut off a dive absolutely in one go. How are we doing on everything? Looks like we're doing good. Alright, and back to it, and we are started. Thor, Magic, Magneto. We have Luna, Snow, Ultron. Oh, and Magneto coming in early. A little bit of damage already taken. Now, Storm is a wonderful choice, and especially with that team up with Jeff the Land Shark looking absolutely adorable and cute. Hate to click away, absolutely wonderful, but we lose our wall, we lose our Magneto. But with that triple support, we get to say we are alive, we are going to keep you back. Wonderful freeze by Zach Miko. Zach Miko getting out of there, staying alive. Get out of there. He's getting taken by both Thor and Ultron. We are pushed back little by little. T-Reg back on campus. He is coming back, pushing back, saying, hey, you got me, but I'm here and I'm going to be the wall. I'm going to be the line that we cannot cross. Now, M-King coming back from death, pushing out. Ult coming from Thor, not getting many, but then falling out. Their Ultron absolutely coming in, looking to do a damage Ultron ult, which is definitely difficult. We lose our Jeff, we lose our Cloak and Dagger, we lose, it looks like we've had a little bit of issues. Now, we don't want to stagger, so we're going to recombine, we're going to let that first point go, and we're coming back in. A change of character for M-King, looking to go for the Human Torch matchstick, banned last game by us, but now, back here, we have Ult coming in for Cloak and Dagger, close for Jeff the Land Shark, just saying, hey, how you doing, getting prepared. Ult coming in, ready for Winter Soldier, the wall coming back, Magneto. Now, this is an interesting, a little bit of a different kind of poke, more of a three-dimensional poke with the aerial shot from the Human Torch. The Human Torch being able to lay down almost landmines of pure flame and then just make a little area that says, hey, this is my lawn, and get off. All three ults coming in for supports and one ult for damage. T-Reg with ults on Magneto. Ooh, so close. Getting the kill on Luna Snow, getting the kill on Ultron, getting the kill on Cloak and Dagger. Chasing down, almost into spawn, pushed up a little bit far. We've lost one damage, but the rest, everybody is here. Almost everybody has ults. 3 to ult for Human Torch M-King. Holding on. Now, wonderful things they added with Flyer Meta in 2.5 and 3. They've added so many things to so many abilities that were already in the game that makes you come down, that grounds you, that takes away your flying ability, which is going to be integral for our success. Darkchild put up, we see that the Human Torch is also, as well as Magneto. Magneto throwing his LeBron James orb, still seeing that Ultron being denied his ult from M-King. We have Jeff the Land Shark eating Luna Snow, making sure she's unable to have that ult. Zach Miko hitting the ult to make sure that everyone stays alive. A miss from that big bull from Magneto. Magneto, one of the only tanks to just hold his ult and then kill a support. But it looks like we're holding them at this corner. This corner known to stop games, known to hold up. It'll be a hard corner for us to hold and a hard corner for Albright to take back. M-King, the Human Torch matchstick, looking to play a little bit of of an off DPS, of an off duelist, just to get everybody's attention to look away. Everybody look up, look at me, while we have our man on the ground. You have Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, still one ult, holding on for the Pug Dan Cloak and Dagger. Another character that's absolutely wonderful against Flyers, playing patty cake in the background for all three of ours. Magic coming back, taking down Zach Miko, taking down T-Reg, but M-King taking down Magic, making sure we have. It is a 4-on-5 right now, but can we hold 2 healers, 2 damages, and a wonderful ult? Cloak and Dagger ult, one of the best damage ults at the beginning of this game's life cycle, but now evened out to a fantastic support ult. Ult coming in from Luna Snow on the other team. We're still holding on to the ult for our Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, probably holding until the rest of the ult economy is down to just play cleanup crew. Expecting to see that ult soon when everybody else is clumped around. Again, Bucky Barnes' ult is just again and again and again. One of those ults you can just see 6, 7, 8 times in a row, waiting to play the game and make sure that he can just destroy everything. Taking down the Magic, saying, "You're not going to dive my back line." M-King flying up a little higher to make sure he doesn't get anybody else. We lose 4 of the team. Jeff the Landshark protecting us, grabbing both tanks and getting out of there, saying, "These are mine now and you're coming with me." Pushing them off the map, getting 1 kill, but Team B, Albright University, does get the point. Can we stop them between point 2 and getting point 3? Human Torch is good into solo DPS mag, just to have the care for Thor of the grounded effect, and that is something you have to look for. Thor is a flyer killer right now. 3 ults for us. We have Magneto, Human Torch, and the Winter Soldier. Playing low to the ground, very helpful. You see that this Magic is doing their best to try to take out, but the Magic goes down at 5v6 right now. Supernova to clean up the rest, pushing them back, taking down nobody, but taking down health. We see 1 support ult coming up. We see another ult still holding on to Armed and Dangerous, but that's okay. Mutant Kind getting a kill on the Cloak and Dagger, taking away one of their healers. Incredibly huge, just with 2 tanks and 2 strategists right now on the Albright side. A Namor absolutely can devastate this right now if their squid placement is right. Lucky for us, that squid placement has not been premium. Now, when you place squids, you want to make sure you're placing them in weird corners. You're placing them in places they can't immediately get taken down and they can do some damage. But not seeming like an issue for Glenville State University. Pushing a lot to just get that tick damage for the Human Torch. Still having the ult for Zach Miko and the Pug Dan on Luna Snow and Cloak and Dagger respectively. Just saving that for the just-in-case moments. 48 seconds till the end. Giganto the Whale getting the Pug Dan, taking out Zach Miko, taking out Cloak and Dagger, taking out the 2 with ults, just having the 1, making sure we can keep back there. 2 ults coming in. Magneto keeping in there, making sure that they can keep Arako from getting to the main point, but we're holding off. 30 seconds, pushing forward, waiting, making sure that we have everybody together. We do not want to get staggered right here. 3 support ults versus 1 support ult, 2 tank ults, and 1 duelist ult. Pushing just co-op time, going for Cloak and Dagger right now. A miss to destroy that Cloak and Dagger ult from the opposing Magneto. We have Darkchild coming in the back, trying to take out the other 2, doing Jeff ult and Luna ult simultaneously. Let's see where this Jeff takes everybody. Not a clean Jeff eat, but just making sure we're scared. God of Thunder coming down, taking out 2 of ours, but the again coming off, stepping off point. That in the business is what we like to call C9. They swapped to a vanilla Namor, no Hulk team up, and I agree that was an interesting move, but when you're being taken on by someone from the sky, it can be scary. It's hard to shoot up, which does help with those Namor squids just because they automatically target and they do not miss. Luckily for us, those Namor squids were not put in an advantageous place. It looks like they're thinking some Squirrel Girl, some Hela, something to take down M-King, just being a menace from the air. just taking up that airspace, saying, hey, you're either going to deal with me or you're going to get a KO, you're going to get knocked out, and you're not going to be able to help your team. Now, one thing about this map is that you can use teleporters. It is a wonderful way to get around. It is a wonderful way to mislead the enemy that is chasing you. Albright University looking to go with the Thing, Magneto. We're having a Rocket Raccoon, a Ultron, a Luna Snow, and Rudy King going on Squirrel King. Seems like they really didn't like that up in the sky look from M King. We'll see if M King can work around it or how he can maneuver from here. We have a Mrs. Invisible. Mrs. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman coming in. A wonderful ult reworked with the shields to slow down while also healing your team. Looks like we're going to be going out of the right door. Not seen very often. Most people assume you're coming straight off the top, and I want to see, let's see if they're going to take out our flyer. Our flyer taking a little bit of damage, but a wonderful bubble coming from our healer in the back, the Pug Dan. Blinding, wonderful, moving everybody to a high ground while we're pushing point on low ground. M King pushing them back a little bit, saying, hey, you can try to take me out of the sky, but this is my air, folks, and I'm not going anywhere. A push by the Invisible Woman off of high ground onto low ground to make sure that they do not have the advantage above us. Almost lost our wall, T-Reg the Magneto, but wonderful healing from all three of our healers. Ooh, we take out the Thing. That is going to be a wonderful stagger for us. It is now a 5v6. We are frozen, but we are still pushing the air. We are still able to maintain that airspace for us. Ultron doing his best to take it, but we put that Ultron on the ground. No ult so far. All ult economy seems to be a little bit even. Higher on the Albright University's Namor. We are keeping our healers up. We are keeping our things up. Squirrel Stampede absolutely can be devastating, but it goes in the hole, and goodbye ult. Wonderful freeze by Zach Miko. We are staying in. Now the Invisible Woman, a medium-ranged healer with a boomerang effect. Absolutely wonderful in healing there and back, but dangerous because you got to be so close. Looks like that we're chasing down their Luna Snow, and we're going to get the kill. Stand down from the Mr. Herb Monkey, and again, we'll see if he can keep the business going. Absolutely wonderful from our Winter Soldier. 4 minutes, 44 seconds on the clock. Wonderful look from GSU. And that first map can be difficult. That first point with the ability to knock people off stage and get environmental kill, especially with the Invisible Woman with that E, is absolutely devastating. 5 ultimates on our board. Magneto, the Human Torch, Luna Snow, the Invisible Woman, and Cloak and Dagger. They are taking high ground to see if they can take the M-King. Are they going to be able to? Those squids are ticking him down, but our healers are making sure that those skies are his. Unfortunately, we do lose our Human Torch. It is a 5v6 now. 4 ults. Knockdown goes for the Namor, but it seems like nobody is going to go fully down from it, except we did lose 2 of our healers. We have an ult. Are we going to use it? We keep everybody alive without having to keep our ult economy. Our Luna Snow does go down, but everybody's high enough health where we can stay up. We are going to make sure that our Invisible Woman and our Cloak and Dagger are coming back. We have 5 ults on the board. Everybody except for the Winter Soldier. Squirrel Stampede, absolutely dangerous right now, but a Supernova to make sure that they're not the only ones with the power. Taking down the Squirrel. Taking down nobody with that last Magneto ult. We're making sure that we're keeping the backline up. We're making sure that their backline's going down. Mutant Kind's rising with Magneto and being put down. Keeping the environment so that nobody can shoot. Rocket Raccoon ult absolutely buffed in Season 1 with its ability to heal over time. But it goes down. We focus that. Another ult ready for Armed and Dangerous, the Winter Soldier. There's 1. And there's going to be 2. Absolutely wonderful. You love to see it. With that Winter Soldier ult, the ability to just keep going is absolutely fantastic. And folks, I love this little charm. Just seeing if he can get 1 more, but not seeing like he can do it. We have an Invisible Woman ult and a Luna Snow ult. Absolutely huge here with we are the only ones holding the ult. We are the ones holding the power and the healing. But they do have a Namor ult, which can one-shot a strategist, and that would be devastating for us. But it seems like we're holding well. M-King goes down to a Magneto right-click, but we say it's our turn now, and Thor goes down. We do lose our Winter Soldier. Seems like we lost everybody, but that's all right. We're going to get back together. Nobody is staggered. Everybody is together. We're going to wait on it a little bit. Still 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock to not even get a full point, just 75% of a point. T-Reg coming out saying, all right, it's our time. Round 2, grand finale coming on. That is Luna Snow. The ability to heal and damage boost looks like we're keeping, and we're switching to damage boost. Absolutely fantastic. That Namor squid in the back is not being taken down. Another ult ready, but M-King goes down. But we tried to save him. That's all right. Absolutely wonderful from Order 66. Keeping everybody up, slowing down the enemy. Nobody can see on the inside, but we can see you on the outside. Thor ult. T-Reg makes sure his healers stay up. Ooh, big ult coming from Rudy King on the Phoenix. Recent ad. And it's going to reset us. That's all right. We have keeping in spawn, making sure that we're able to get everybody together and push. They have high ground, and folks, high ground is an absolutely major thing to have. Now, if I was GSU, I would ult in with Cloak and Dagger and use that ability to make sure that we have a secure push, make sure that nobody can die. Cloak and Dagger, absolutely huge. Ult coming in from M-King saying, get down off there, these are my skies. Pushing down, no more Thor, says M-King on Human Torch. Everybody taking tick damage, pushing that Luna Snow ult. Namor ult coming down, just stunning 2 of ours, making sure we stay up. They go invisible, start patty caking in the background. Invisible Woman and Luna Snow keeping up. Thor going down, but M-King also unfortunately going down. 5v5 right now. We lose our Invisible Woman, but we keep up everybody else. We have stand down, make sure that we have Winter Soldier, or is he able to capitalize? Magneto taking that down. Right now, all we have is the Pug Dan. He goes down, but that's all right. 1 minute, 33 seconds to push a little over 20 meters, folks. The question is are we going to do it? Are we going to be able to get underneath that barrier? That tunnel underneath is a killer on this map. The ability for the enemy team to be above, to drop down without us knowing, is so difficult. It's difficult to do on defense because you have to make sure they're not pushing too high, and it's difficult on offense because you have to make sure that you're not going to get tackled from above. Big ult coming from Cloak and Dagger, the Pug Dan, making sure that everybody knows that he's there. Everybody's getting healing. Nobody's dying. Let's see. They lose Rocket Raccoon. They lose. Oh, they're losing a little bit of everyone right now. Oh, there goes the Phoenix. There goes the Thor, and we're pushing forward. Point is us. One more fight to go. 41 seconds on the clock. Can we keep them back? Can we push them forward? M-King on the Human Torch, making sure that they're taking tick damage. They are not getting on point with a full health, and they're not getting on point, period. That is another round. 3-2, 2-0 total. Glenville State University versus Albright College. Wonderful look. Absolutely fantastic from Glenville. Had me a little worried there in the second half. It's difficult. That map is absolutely difficult, with the up high of that tunnel being so pivotal for defense, and that tunnel being so pivotal for offense. MVP here being M-King, 40 and 10 and 1, 15 final hits, 29,000 damage, 13,000 damage blocking at 25% accuracy. Accuracy is not everything, folks. He is putting out damage, he is putting out numbers, and he is taking those final kills. Now, we did fantastic making sure that we kept aerial supremacy in that match. I loved seeing that. That was absolutely wonderful. Having one flyer is all it takes because you cannot ignore it. Herb Monkey absolutely coming in clutch there, making sure to say, hey, you can look up, you can see M-King, but you got to pay attention to me too. This is important. I'm down here, and if you're not going to pay attention to me, I'm going to get the 20 final hits that are down there. T-Reg being the wall, making sure that if he's there, nothing's getting through. Magneto on a resource meter, not on a actual number for his shield, utilizing it. 42,000 damage blocked. 49% accuracy, absolutely stunning. It looks like the triple heal is doing well for us. Another 2-2-2 going for Albright University. Albright University, absolutely fantastic. Albright College, excuse me, absolutely fantastic college. Seemed like they were having a little trouble with the aerial movements of M. King, switching to Namor. Now, a fantastic idea. Namor with his squids can just make sure that you have 2 more extra guys helping us, keeping them honest is a good way to put it. Making sure that everybody is going to respect the authority, respect my authority of Namor, of Albright College, that are going to say, like, hey, I see you up there, and I'm going to put stuff up there, too. An amazing hold between on point 2, getting that up top, making sure that they had that high ground to be like, hey, we see you, M. King, we make sure that we're going to have something to answer you. Kept us held there for a little while, and all we did is we sat there, we got our ults, and we said, all right, ult economy, baby. Let's make this happen. It was an absolutely fantastic match. Now, next round, I would love to see more of that. I would love to see 5 doing ground attacks, making sure we have that. Great play, great teamwork, great... Oh, thank you for the great commentating. I'm doing my best here. I'm trying... This is my first time doing something like this, and I'm really enjoying it all. Absolutely wonderful win on everything. Love to see the Pug Dan. Love to see Zach Mika. Love to see Order 66. Healers, the unsung heroes. An unnamed streamer said it was the easiest role to play, and for I'd say a good season and a half, healers were underappreciated. They went on a little bit of a strike, and now everybody's come back and said that, hey, we need healers. We need to stay alive. And look at those numbers, 25,000, 20,000, 25,000. Now, to look back at the other one and say, hey, we went 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, and we had the right healing at the right time. This time we said throw it at the wall. We're going to keep everybody alive, and we're just going to keep feeding you heals, and you better stay alive and do your best. Absolutely wonderful healing. I would say the biggest thing they got to work on is they got to spread out a little bit. A lot of them are lining up, and with someone like Namor, someone like Thor, where they can go in a straight line, that can be very dangerous. You want to make sure that somebody's on a high ground, somebody's on an off flank, and somebody's doing that main healing, because you don't want to tunnel vision on one person. You want to make sure that your healing is spread out and that you're healing who needs to be healed and not putting a band-aid on a scrape. It's like putting a cast on a paper cut. You need to make sure that that cast is for the big boo-boos, for the broken arms, and absolutely wonderful looking for tank. Going on a 1-2-3 meta, it puts a lot of weight on that Vanguard's shoulders, putting the weight to say, hey, we trust you, stay alive, keep us alive, put a shield on us, bubble us. And you saw that from T-Reg. You saw those perfectly timed bubbles. Excuse me. But you have perfectly timed bubbles. Namor ult goes up. Guess what, Mr. Zach Miko? You're getting a bubble. And guess what? Luna ult coming right after. Absolutely fantastic. And I think Hybrid will be our best one. I believe Hybrid is next. This is my first one going of this. And if I was to guess, Hybrid would be the next one. Oh, well, thank you. And I think Hybrid is where we shine a lot. Sometimes Hybrid can be slow going, especially on attack. It can struggle to see, funneling in. There's not as many options. There's not as many abilities to flank off and go around. You see that on the Clintar map. There is a straight line, and there's a couple ways to get to point B, but eventually all roads lead to Rome. Let us see. I'm very excited to see what we go from here. If we keep looking the way we do, I'm feeling good about a win tonight for the Pioneers. Now, final hits are incredibly important, and you see a huge spread of final hits. Not a lot on the supports, not a lot on the strategists, but you expect that. But you still see some. Luna Snow, with that shift, you get infinite heals. You're on a timer, and you get to pierce, so sometimes you can sneak in a final hit or two. But you see a lot more, and T-Reg almost playing like a damage in sorts. Like, he's chasing down their strategist. He's saying, like, yeah, I got the shield, but I also have a big metal spike. Yeah, here I am. You saw that early chasing down the Luna Snow. 0.1 on attack. Let's see where we're going. Wonderful showing tonight so far from both GSU Esports and from Albright College. Albright College coming out strong with a 2-2-2. Albright College did try the 1-2-3 method at the beginning for their attack, but you saw that they switched off quickly on that. And it can be hard, especially if you're used to being a DPS, if you're used to being a damage. If for the months of this game you're saying, I'm gonna be it, I'm gonna be the numbers guy, I'm gonna be the duelist, and somebody goes, hey, heal up. You can get a little tunnel visioned, and you think that you're still the damage guy, but you need to start healing, and so you need to switch back. More value can be pulled elsewhere. Looks like we're making some decisions out here, going to be moving to round 3. Wonderful night to be playing some esports. It's turning autumn, it's turning fall. A little bit warm outside, but allergies, man. I tell you, they be getting everybody. Here we go, round 3. Let's see where we get. Let me get this cursor off the screen. Excuse me, I will get better at this, folks, as I continue going on, I promise. 2-0, Glenville State starting off. Albright College putting on the Angela pick. That might just be like, hey, look, she's new. But let's see where we're going, folks. Seems like we're sticking to what we know. We got T-Reg going on Magneto, M-King going on Moon Knight, the Pug Dan on our support, Cloak and Dagger, Herb Monkey on his lorded Winter Soldier, Zach Miko, new to the game but still killing the game, on Luna Snow, Order 66 on Mantis. Looks like they're going quad. Okay, interesting. So they're going something like a Gator. It looks like Gator being 4 tanks and a support. We have Doctor Strange, Thor, Penny, Angela, Winter Soldier, and Invisible Woman. We're saying no Penny. And no ban from Albright College. Interesting. Kind of a move to just be like, hey, we don't need to ban anybody. You play whoever you want. Kind of puffing their chest out a little bit. Let's see how GSU responds. Saving Magneto, making sure that we have the man, the myth, the menace, Treg on Magneto. We need to make sure that we have him. A comfortable tank and a comfortable shield. They're holding on to the Human Torch. They said, we liked what you did last round. We want some of that action. Now a ban phase. Let's see who they ban. Making sure, let me get this out of the way, folks. Sorry, I'm getting a little better at it each time. Let's see the ban, waiting for it. And 5, 4, 3. No Luna Snow. Now, that's a big one. Taking away an ult like that. Taking away 10 seconds of your damage. It does not matter. Taking that away might be something that's gonna throw a little monkey wrench into the machine, but we're saying no, Emma. We're saying, hey, you don't get to grab us. You don't get that flank. You don't get that tank. We're gonna make sure that you can't do it, but we're saving. We say we want to make sure we have the Punisher. Now let's see who they save for round 2. Interesting bans and saves this round. We are going to be on Symbiotic Surface Convergence. They're saving Doctor Strange. I see it. We banned them. And we made sure that, they made sure they can keep it this time. Assuming they're going to be either doing a magic or a Scarlet Witch. And they're saying we don't want Moon Knight. They're saying we're going to clump up a little bit. We don't want you to punish us for that. I can appreciate that. Moon Knight, notoriously fast at getting his ult, and we're saying, hey, no magic. I don't want that. I don't want to be Dove. Not a fan of this map either. I love the lore. The art for it has been absolutely fantastic. We got Blade. We got the Phoenix. And I'm a big fan of the Blade movies, so I've always been a big fan of the Blade music. Only way I played a Strange TP first point on high ground, and that might be what we see from Albright. But it looks like we're going back to Namor. We're going to Cloak and Dagger. We're going to... So on Glenville stateside, you see Magneto, the Human Torch, Cloak and Dagger, the Winter Soldier, Invisible Woman, and Mantis. On Albright's side, you have Doctor Strange, you have Thor, you have Cloak and Dagger, you have Namor, Winter Soldier, and the Invisible Woman. Very similar loadouts here. Now, you can see the thought. This map been around since the very beginning. Probably the most played map, I would say, in rotation, just because it's been there since the very beginning. Now, let's see how we start off. We have one on high ground, making sure that we can have a turret, seeing where we're going to place that up, keeping high ground with a little bit of drop off from the Pug Dan. We're keeping high ground, just getting a little bit of chip damage from the Human Torch. T-Reg the wall pushing up, saying, we see you, but we're pushing you back. You're not making us scared. Held by the Squirrel Girl, but able to move out, able to stay healed. The Human Torch moving around, getting a kill. Ooh, but not securing the kill. That's my bad. We have chip damage coming from the turret. Able to not quite get the secured kill on Squirrel Girl, but still pushing into them, saying, hey, we're going to keep shooting you. We may not have Moon Knight, but we can still throw stuff. We see a very low playing Human Torch, which you do see quite often on this map. The higher you go, the easier target you become. And are we able to secure our first kill? Down goes Thor. And one by one, there goes Squirrel Girl. A 4v6. Holding down, pushing back Albright College. Seeing if we can't secure one more, but pulling back, saying it's easier to keep that space than to push space. It is the attacker's hope. It is the attacker's dream that they overextend, that they are going to be out of position. But Glenville State University keeping a fantastic position, making sure they're in line of sight of their healers. Healers staying on high ground to just keep maximum visual on their team, making sure that everyone is topped off, no one gets any boo-boo. First ultimate of the game, second ultimate, third ultimate, all converged, and there goes the kill. Wonderful kill by M. King through the ult of the Invisible Woman, making sure that that chip damage does not go to waste. Namor coming back to see if he can't chip some damage away from M. King. M. King keeping his territory marked. Big ult from Namor. Down goes M. King. Two ults at the same time. That's not a great look, but it's okay because they also threw out their Cloak and Dagger ult, and more healing is better. Is the Pug Dan gonna secure this kill? He will not, but that's okay. We still have 3 healers up, and we still have 1 ult. Making sure that Mantis stays up is incredibly imperative here. T-Reg staying up, making sure that his team stays alive. Only one person down, a 5v6, keeping that point exactly where they like it. Zach Miko's down. 1 ult goes in for Mantis, keeping everybody healthy, keeping everybody damage boost. The ulting Magneto goes down from the R Magneto. T-Reg is just going to be 1 more kill for T-Reg. Cleanup crew, making sure that they do not have healers. They don't have support. 1 more goes down. Winter Soldier killed by the Pug Dan, by Cloak and Dagger. Cloak can just be annoying sometimes like that. He hooks on and he does not let go. And yes, Zach Miko, not a one-trick pony, and you get nervous to see that from sometimes. You may have a main, you may have a character you love to see, but you can play other characters and you're going to be good at them. Zach Miko being one of those players. T-Reg with ult right now. Another ult coming from M-King, getting that tick damage, trying to find people not in the Invisible Woman ult of TKO. Keeping that tick damage going, trying to stay out of the pulse of the Invisible Woman so he can stay high. Getting in the orb, put down by the Pug Down, who stays high. Namor ult not getting anybody, and 70%. M. Knight getting... Oh, it's too much for me to get. That's 4 down, 2 left. Big ult going from the opposing teams. Mr. Bigleton. Strange overtime running down 48.67% taken from the first point. Now, folks, that's less than 50. That's an amazing thing we love to see. Amazing defense from our GSU Pioneers. Huge from T-Reg, huge from the Pugdan, huge from Zach Miko. Zach Miko's main being taken out here by a ban. Still putting in effort, still putting in work as a support. Big ult you saw from Mantis. Mantis not seeing a ton of play right now, so a lot of people don't know how to go against her. Sleep is very difficult to go against, and her ability to give anybody a little bit of damage boost can be killer from time to time. We love to see it. That ult really keeping everybody alive, allowing the other two strategists to get back on point, to ult in and to make sure that no one dies, and to make sure that they did not get the first point. Are we going to be able to get that 48.68% we need to win? Now, like I said, this Clintar map, on the surface, you just got to go straight. It's so hard. They held the Mantis ult for a while, and I agree, it did scare me. You get nervous. You get nervous seeing everybody hold on to those ults because it can be scary. Pressing Q, is it the right time? Is somebody going to counter me? And you see they're going Iron Man Ultron. A lot of support from the skies there. A lot of laser beams. Are we going to be able to go against the other one holding the skies? M-King another round on the Human Torch, saying, I see you in the sky, doesn't matter. But TKO getting M-King as M-King gets Cheesecake. T-Reg on Magneto, looking up, looking down, making sure that everybody's in. Everybody on Albright is about half health, and that's difficult. You see Groot coming in now. Groot being very difficult to play, very easy to separate your team. But we get Groot down, we get Magneto down, both DPSs down. Now it's just the supports. We're starting to get that, and you see there goes first, there goes second. Oh, almost there goes second. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely amazing. Amazing showing for GSU Esports. You saw a lot of great team comps there. Not everything poke, not everything brawl, not everything air only. And I 100% agree. Strange TP would have been something huge there. In times like this where you have less than 50% to go on point one, you need to be fast and dirty with it sometimes. You need to press that W key. You need to say, my soldiers rage, my soldiers advance, my soldiers go on. You keep going forward. M-King getting the MVP there, getting 9 final hits. It's not about how big the number is. It's about when you got it and how you got it. 11,000 damage, 5,000 damage blocked with his C. The Invisible Woman team up with the rest of the Fantastic Four, giving that little bit of support, giving a little bit of shield to everybody. Absolutely wonderful. Folks, it has been an absolute joy commentating tonight. I promise I'm getting better as every night goes on. Everyone have a wonderful night. Thank you to the 11 viewers watching us in chat. Have a lovely night. Make sure allergies don't kill you. And getting ready for Halloween time. I will see you guys the next time. Have a lovely night.